I can see that from a mile away. See it. You can step my money about a mile away. Stack it. I got 3 white like a mink coat with them rolls like a Sharpay. And all of my call them Barbies. She looking back like I'm flexing, baby, no way. And lately I've been on that.
We got London on the track.
Me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah.
Controversy.
The National Basketball Association and the Charlotte Hornets are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violation of these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Buzz City, don't miss out on our next fan giveaway day. We'll be giving out 704 blankets to the first 15,000 fans in attendance. So
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And as always, the mid-part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at the Hornets, they're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season.
And seeing where the Hornets are, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
Well, inconsistency is the word. Sometimes they'll lose a game they probably should have won, and they show you how hard it is to sustain success in this league.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Horford in at the 5 spot. And for the Hornets, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. MP out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Knipple in at the 3, the small forward. Well, it's a festive night in the NBA and all across the world. New Year's Eve. Greg, do players enjoy taking the court tonight?
Yeah, most do. It comes with the territory of being a pro athlete. And I'll tell you guys what, these fans are pumped up. This is going to be a great atmosphere.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Brooklyn. Kuminga with a wide open look. Bridges with the board. Here's Knipple. He's defended by Podziemski. Charlotte moving it around. Pass to Miller. MP with a screen on Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Butler. In the corner, Horford with it. Lets it go with the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
They need that floor spacing ability from Horford. It's big for them when he's knocking down triples.
Now Knipple. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We talked about the challenge of facing off with Steph Curry, the three-point king. Coach said it's not just the threes that are concerned with Steph. It's how well he passes the ball. He's one of the best point guards ever, and Curry will get everyone else involved. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Miller. Back to Ball. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Ball shooting for might not be textbook, but all that matters is that it's effective.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Podziemski, the bounce pass. And the Warriors miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
They're running. Here's Butler. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Well, he's a great mid-range scorer, and that's why Butler's teammates and coaches encourage him to look for that shot.
Shoots from the elbow. Warriors with the rebound. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
To the middle, looking for Kuminga. He gets it there.
Yeah, you can throw that lob wherever you want to. Kuminga's going to rise to the occasion and get his hands on it.
There's Ball with the 3. Drills it from outside. Ball's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Butler. He had 35 points last game out. Pass to Horford. Outside Curry. And he drives in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Curry. Horford's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Warriors. Martin the basketball. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, that's just youth right there. MP crashing the offensive glass.
Warriors leading by 3. Butler deciding where to go with it. Outside, Kuminga. Here's Podziemski. Still scoreless. Three-pointer, Horford. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
That's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
And our producer is now just letting me know that we have Shams Charania on the line with a report out of Cleveland. Hey, Shams, thanks for joining us. What's the news on the Cavaliers?
Hey, Kevin, they make a big-time move getting Klay Thompson. Their front office prioritized shooting. In championship experience, Klay Thompson brings you both. And sources tell me Thompson cannot wait to get going with his new team.
Thank you for the insight, Shams. Much appreciated. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
We're looking for the loudest section.
Several teams changing it up here. Pass to Knipple. From the wing. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. Knipple's got it back down to single digits for the Hornets.
And not just the score, Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Then it's Knipple. Then it's Martin. And it's Diabate in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now Knipple following Al Horford's three-point attempt. Over Horford, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Horford.
Not just a perimeter threat, Knipple uses his strength and craft to challenge teams inside.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And let's not forget their hustle. They've been running every chance they get, and that has led to easy scoring opportunities in transition.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential sign and trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
We'll continue to track that story. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. Clock at 4. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Milwaukee was outstanding. He finished with 19 points, and as you might expect, he was usually first up to clear the boards, hauling in those loose balls for his squad. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
There's Ball with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Now, here's Kuminga. A 14-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Now Ball. Following the miss by Jonathan Kuminga from deep. Inside, MP gets it.
That's just a great possession. MP scoring in the paint.
Warriors leading by 8. 40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Curry can't get it to go. Charlotte's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. 2 points, that one goes. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
Making it work in close. Ball getting an agile finish.
Outside, Kuminga. Some nice passing by Golden State. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Diabate. Out to Miller. Launches it. Kept alive. Here's MP. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hello, everybody. Before we dig into the game at hand, let's first catch you up on the trades happening around the NBA.
Talk about an unselfish superstar. Klay Thompson with great individual traits, but he's all about the team. He could force things, but instead he chooses to pick his spots, and he gets the points in the flow of the offense.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Warriors.
They're playing with the team-first attitude, making that extra pass. Shaq, that could have been you.
You need to check your receipts, sir. Over 3,000 career assists. Apology accepted.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
What a menace he was on defense through the first two quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, the energy really affects your teammates. It can be infectious, and now everybody has to match that energy level.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Kuminga out there with Horford, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Here's Bridges. The Warriors pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Butler. He's looking for Horford and finds him.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
Ball dishes to MP. Ball against Curry. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Ball.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Butler kicks to Kuminga. Pass to Podziemski. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called punting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
To the inside. Kuminga, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
Just a high-energy player. Bridges brings the aggression every possession.
Here's Curry, following the score by Charlotte. Pass to Butler. Now, here's Horford. Over to the left wing. Curry with it. Now guarded by Ball. And the Warriors miss again.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
Down low. Here's MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Kuminga kicks to Curry. Gets it done in the paint.
Well, his ability to make tough contested shots look easy. It's just one of the many things that makes Curry so special.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Inside, Bridges finds MP. Out to Miller. Shoots over Podziemski. Miller, no luck.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over him.
Curry passes to Butler. Over Knipple. And he can't bank that one in. And here is Ball. 12 points for him. Miller, the pass to Bridges. Bridges gets the screen from Martin for the lead. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. The Warriors have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Horford sets a screen for Butler. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Kuminga's got 5 now.
And for a wing, Kuminga is not a high-volume three-point shooter. But when he likes a certain spot, he'll let it fly.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Bridges gets the screen from Martin. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Bridges.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Hornets making a change here. Sexton's checked in. Different look here for the Warriors. Moody finds Green over Martin. And again, no good by Golden State.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The open look here for Sexton. And he hits it to tie the game up. He's got 12.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
Here's Post. He's got 6.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bridges misses.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Here's Richard. Off target from three-point range. Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Bridges kicks to Sexton. Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guys like Sexton.
Substitution on the board.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Out to the wing. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Miller is out there with Sexton. Then it's Martin. Then it's Knipple. And it's Diabate in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Miller surveying the floor. Sexton for 3. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors leading by 12. Right side, Green. Pass to Butler. Back to Green. Now, here's Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Diabate's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Knippel, defended by Butler. Diabate. Warriors with the rebound.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Here's Butler. Good work defensively by Martin.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Sexton the pass to MP, and the shot goes down.
What heart by MP, going through contact there and converting.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Well, they've really been aggressive in the painted area. When that ball goes inside, they are attacking.
Outside, Kuminga. Left side, Butler. Shoots over Knippel. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Here's Ball. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Curry passes to Horford. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And inside the paint really is where Horford goes to work. Still athletic enough and really makes it look easy.
Outside Bridges. Curry against Ball. Miller gets it to go. Down low.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Here's Curry. Outside Butler. Outside Horford. MP with the rebound.
It's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Let's lose a 3. Rebounded by Kuminga.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Now Horford for 3. Buries the deep ball.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
MP. Oh, what a finish.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Butler. MP with the rebound. Hornets trail by 10. Now here's Bridges. Bridges gets the screen from Martin. And the 3 misses. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Warriors.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And watch them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Jimmy Butler.
Well, he did a great job involving everyone in the offense, setting guys up for scores, and the assist total shows it.
Here's Curry. Launches it. Crane from outside.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
And the passing ball displays night in and night out is impressive. He takes pride in his ability to facilitate.
Curry looking around. See the Warriors taking the game here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
Disappointing loss for you tonight, MP. What's it going to take to rebound from this one?
For us, it all starts with defense. It's one thing to give up points, but we can't let guys get comfortable taking shots against us. That starts with me. I lead by example, and tonight, my example didn't lead anywhere good. I'll be better, we'll be better.
Thank you so much, MP. Back to you, Kevin.
As always, we appreciate it, Jen. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you next time.